All right, so now that we have this necrotoxin, we have to use this necrotoxin and inject it into Evelyn. Now, that's not going to be easy, you know, trying to get a hold of her and trying to hold her down and inject this necrotoxin, but we'll manage. It'll be a tough fight. This is the very end of the game. But it's also a very sad ending of the game because, you know, I've spoken to a lot of people on the forums, Resident Evil forums, and they all said the same thing. They kind of felt sorry for Evelyn. It's like, you know, you created this child and only to use it as a weapon. You know, the question of does it have a soul? I think everything has a soul. Whether it's mutated or not mutated, has, you know, special powers or no powers. I think everything has a soul. That's my belief, you know. That's just what I believe. But that's out for the debate, you know. So that's what we have to do now on this part of Resident Evil. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil games, especially now that we're so close to Resident Evil 9 Requiem. It's what, one more day, Thursday, one more day, and man, we're ready for Resident Evil. So I've been revisiting Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, and of course 7 and 8. Revisiting 7 has really reminded me just like how amazing the 7 really is. It truly is a classic and still is a classic after how many years? 2017 was what? 9 years. After 9 years, man, I can't believe it's been 9 years. 9 years since this game, and it still holds up and it's still classic. You know. All right, let's continue. That's Evelyn right there. You can see her. And that's the group called the Connectors. They worked on it. And this is their base, the Connectors, you know. And don't mix connectors, the connectors, the connections, I'm sorry, not the connectors, the connections, the group called Connections, don't mix them up with Umbrella. Umbrella, it's totally separate corporation that we all know about. The Connections are, I already explained that on a previous video. The Connections are a more shadowy group. They like to keep themselves low key. They work in shadows. They don't advertise themselves as much. Of course, Miranda's involvement with the Connections, and of course Mia Winter's involvement with the Connections ties all of this in with Evelyn, and of course the village, and whenever they make Resident Evil 10, that will lead us to Rosemary Winters and Chris Redfield and Claire Redfield. All right, so let's do this. Is Resident Evil a sad story? Yeah, it is. Resident Evil is a sad story. There's nothing happy about Resident Evil. It's a, you know, it's a story about the roots of evil and where does it all come from? Here's the sad part. The evil just doesn't appear out of nowhere. The evil just doesn't come from another membrane. Who's behind Raccoon City devastation? Umbrella. And who is behind the Umbrella? Human beings. Who created Umbrella? Human beings. So the true evil comes from within, from the humans. Who created the atomic bomb? Who started all these wars? What's all this violence that you see going around you? That's all come from human. So the evil comes from human. But there's also good comes from human. Because we are like a positive and negative. We're capable of good, but we're also capable of evil. Okay? And that has always been like that. Since the dawn of humankind. And I don't think that'll ever change. It'll always be there. You know, the positive and negative, the light and the dark. The only thing you can do is try to stay in the middle, and don't get tangled up with the dark side, with the evil. You know, anybody can be tangled up in evil. You know, anyone is capable of doing evil stuff. Okay, let's just be clear about that. If one thing it's shown to us throughout the humankind history, then anyone is capable of doing evil things. Okay. But people say, well, where does the evil come from? Well, that's the question. Well, I think evil is a choice. Evil is a choice. No one can force you to do something unless you do it. Okay? Evil is a choice. People choose to be evil, just like some people choose to be good. It's a matter of choice. You know, the universe gives you these tools, gives you these choices. Which choice you choose, that's entirely up to you. I don't think anyone is born evil, nor do I believe anyone is born good. We're just born, and then throughout our life, we make our decisions, and we choose what we choose. And based on what we choose, therefore the consequences will follow. And that's what I like about the Resident Evil. That's what I appreciate about this franchise. I don't just look at it as like, oh, fun game to play. I look at it in a more deeper layers. There's much more deeper layers underneath this whole Resident Evil franchise. Yes, it's entertainment. Yes, I get it. But I look at it more than just entertainment. There's a philosophy here. There's deeper thinking here. There's a message here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do this, shall we? Let's save the game. I think I have everything I need. I think I'm all set. Oh, that'll come in handy. Flame rounds. Hold on. Grenade launcher. Hold on. Maybe I should use the grenade launcher instead of flame. Hold on. Okay, the game it's saved. We saved the game, we're good. Let me save it one more time, just in case. There we go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Ray tracing on the PlayStation 5 version, it's really done well. Very impressive. This is it, guys. Do you see it? Do you see her face? You see her face? Right there. I'll take a photo. You see it? It's right there on the door. The hair, two eyes, and a mouth opened up. That's Evelyn. You see it? If you see it, then that's good. But if you don't see it, then, well, it's not good. That's Evelyn. Evie.
Fuck!
Oh, crap. Crap, I just realized. Evelyn, stop it. I got shotgun shells. It's good. Damn it. Evelyn, stop this. You know what I gotta do. And I hate doing it, but I have no choice. I don't need the machine gun ammo. I don't have the machine gun. I don't know why they give me all this machine gun ammo. Let's save the game. Let's save it again, just to make sure. Eveline's doll.
I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
She was looking for Eveline. Remember, she came here looking for Eveline. E-001. The grandma. We're back in the house where it all began. Where it all began. This is where it all began. It began here, and it will end here. At the baker's house. Eveline.
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
Well, she creeps up in your mind. That's the thing about the Eveline. She has the ability to creep up in your mind. Let me take a photo of this. Now we need to get to her to use this. What was it called? I took a photo of it. Necrotoxin. This necrotoxin. We need to use this necrotoxin, and we need to inject Eveline with this necrotoxin. But this necrotoxin will kill her, and it's very sad that we have to do this, but we have no choice. It's called necrotoxin.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
He doesn't want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
In the attic, I remember.
Ethan, help me.
She's playing with your mind. She's playing tricks on your mind.
Where the fuck are you?
Like I said, getting to her is not going to be easy to use that. What was it called? Necrotoxin? I just want to remember it. I know it's necrotoxin. I just want to... Yeah. Necrotoxin. Necrotoxin, yeah. Door is locked. She probably went downstairs. Yep. 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 Come on, Evelyn. I mean, it's sad to... You know, she's a child, man. She wants the family and...
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
From me. Leave me. I don't want to hurt you. Leave me to die.
She probably went back to the attic.
Get away! No, you don't! Okay.
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
Goodbye.
We still have one more fight left in us.
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
Goodbye.
I forgot what I have to use. Oh. But do I have any remote bombs? Hold on.
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
I don't know if I have any remote bombs. Hold on, I have to look and see. Because I think that's what I need.
Goodbye.
Hold on. Okay, let me put this. Put this away. Okay. I don't have those remote bombs, man. I'm screwed. I just realized.
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
I don't think I will be able to finish this because I might have to repeat the checkpoint because I need the remote bombs. I don't have them. I forgot. I forgot that I need remote bombs. I cannot do it with. Okay, I guess it worked.
You're just a little boy.
Come on, Chris. Chris Redfield.
I just wanted a family.
Shit, man, I have no. Come on.
Use it!
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Playtime's over. Redfield. Glad we found you.
Chris Redfield.
The fuck took you guys so long? Mia. You made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
always say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. But now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
The village. Resident Evil Biohazard.
Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey that everybody's dead. I was raised in a deep, dark hole. A prisoner with no
Great game. A classic. Classic, man.
They locked me up and took my soul. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go
And this is where the village begins.
tell Aunt Rhodey that everybody's call to him and he will come. She'll run to him like he's the one. His arms outstretched, but when she's done, he'll be torn apart. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. 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 Go tell Aunt Rhodey that everybody's
Evelyn. Koshi Nakanishi, great director, man. He did 7 and 8, I believe. Of course. What can I say about this game that I haven't already said? It's a classic. Even after 9 years revisiting this game, it's a classic. Yes, I played it on a virtual reality. It was amazing. And I would recommend to everybody to play it on a virtual reality. Now, there's a few things I want to say here about this game. You always have a choice. Like, remember, when it comes to either Mia or Zoe, you can still choose to either save Mia or Zoe. If you save Mia, then you get this kind of an ending. But if you save Zoe, then you get to find out more about the secrets, right? About what happened to Baker's family, what happened to Zoe. You find out more about what I was talking about, like the the connections group, and how the connections group it's tied in with Miranda, Mother Miranda, and this mold that Miranda has discovered and used it to create her own monsters in the village, and how she gave this mold to the connections group, and how the connections group used that mold to create E-001 Evelyn, this bioengineered weapon. And you learn more about all of that. And what happened to Baker's family, of course. Well, we all know what happened to the Baker's family. It's, the Evelyn has escaped to Baker's family seeking refuge. Remember, she escaped from that ship, and the ship was wrecked, was destroyed. And then Zoe will tell us more about how Evelyn came into their lives, and how she, persuade Jack and Marguerite, and how, she wanted to have a family, and Baker's family was that one place where she could have a family, because that's what she wanted. She wanted a family. And she was hidden as that old lady the whole time. Because remember, she can manifest into anything she wants to. She can manifest into the grandma, into any Jack, Baker, or anyone. But why was this thing created in the first place? Well, it was created to control, to use it as a weapon, to exterminate. You've seen what Mother Miranda has done in the village, right? So it was created as a bioengineered weapon, bioengineered weapon, which was obviously used for that intent. But it escaped. It escaped. It was on that ship. They were trying to contain it. They couldn't contain it. It escaped. And once it escaped, well, this is what has happened. And this is where the village starts. The village starts, okay, so Chris Redfield has saved both Ethan and Mia. And now Ethan and Mia, they are in Europe. He found them a place in Europe where they can live peacefully. So they settled down in Europe. Thanks to Chris, he found them a place in Europe, and they settled down in Europe. So they got married. They bought a house. Mia and Ethan, and Mia got pregnant, and they had a baby. Baby name is Rosemary Winters. And we see that in the village. We see them in the beginning, Mia and Ethan in the beginning. They settled down. They have a family. They have a baby. They have a daughter called Rosemary Winters. But then we see something else happen. We see Chris Redfield comes in, and he kills Mia and takes Rosemary Winters. Supposedly, the serum didn't work on Mia. Mia was far too infected with, because she was exposed to Evelyn way too much, that it was beyond saving. However, what was left was the part of that mold was still left inside Rosemary. And that's why he grabbed Rosemary to see if he can save Rosemary, Chris Redfield, and he killed Mia. And that's why Eden didn't understand, well, why did you kill my wife? But Eden didn't understand that, she still has that inside of her. And there might be a chance he might be able to use the serum to save Rosemary. But while they were trying to save Rosemary, they were ambushed by connections group, and they were infiltrated. And they taken and kidnapped the Rosemary baby. And the group that infiltrated them, it's connected to Mother Miranda. So the Rosemary baby was in the possession now of Mother Miranda, which is in the village. So that's why Ethan wakes up in that crash in the car, in that van, where he sees all these agents. They're laying on the ground and they're killed, and he sees like all the files and everything, and that's when he starts discovering that who infiltrated them and who took Rosemary was the connections group, which is tied in with Mother Miranda. As you remember, Miranda is the one who created Evelyn. Miranda is the one who discovered the mold and then created her own village, if you will, full of monsters, where she can rule and terrorize the villagers, which she did. And that's where she decides to take the revenge, because they killed her Evelyn. She's like, well, if you killed my Evelyn, I'll take your baby. I'll take Rosemary. Now she will be mine. So now you understand the whole premise to the village and why Miranda, kidnapped the Rosemary baby and why it's so important for her. And at the end of the village, Ethan dies, killing Miranda. And then Chris Redfield comes in, taking Rosemary baby. And the last dying wish Ethan said to Chris Redfield was, please look after Rosemary, look after Rose, look after Rose. And Chris Redfield promised that he would look after Rose. And that's where the game ends, on the village. And then we see on a DLC that Rosemary has grown up and she is in the care of Chris Redfield and Claire Redfield. And they're trying to help her. And they're hoping that she doesn't turn into Evelyn like Evelyn did. And that's where I believe Resident Evil 10 will be very interesting, in my opinion, to see if they can help Rose so she doesn't turn into Evelyn like Evelyn did with the mold. And also for us to find out the origin of this mold, who put that mold there in the Eastern Europe. Who put it there? Right. Which civilization did it put it there? Was it the aliens? They put it there so that way we would discover something? Think about it. If aliens want to get rid of us, the best way for aliens to get rid of us is to leave something for us to find. We're always digging and looking. We're very, like scientists, right? Curious creatures. So if the aliens want to get rid of us, the best way for them to do that is by placing something that we would discover, and that would be like a Pandora box, and once we open it, that's it. It would exterminate us. And I think that's where Resident Evil 10, that's why I'm more excited for Resident Evil 10 than I am for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Now, I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil franchise, and of course I'm excited to play Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I just don't like the fact that Leon and this Grace Ashcroft, or is it Ashcroft? Grace Ashcroft and Leon Kennedy I'm sorry, Grace Ashcroft, because her mother died in that hotel, and now the murder happened in that same hotel where her mother died. So Grace Ashcroft, she's an FBI agent, is assigned and given this case by this FBI supervisor. That's her supervisor, to go to that hotel to find out what happened to her mother. And when she goes there, she's kidnapped by this one guy who's I'm not going to mention. And then the disappearance of Grace Ashcroft, Leon Kennedy, it's assigned to go there and to investigate that hotel. Once he goes into that hotel, he meets with Grace Ashcroft, and from there, they want to go back to Raccoon City. And why are they going to the Raccoon City? Well, that's, I think, what it's interesting about Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Why are they going to the Raccoon City? Maybe we'll find some answers there. But I don't think any of those answers will be related to this mold that we're talking about. I don't think so. I think that's a separate story for Resident Evil 10, which is connected with Chris Redfield. Because, Resident Evil 7, 8, and then the upcoming Resident Evil 10, it's connected with Chris Redfield and Claire Redfield. And the Rosemary Winters, and we'll see what will become of Rosemary Winters. Or maybe they'll come full circle on Resident Evil 10 once we find out what happened with Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Maybe Leon Kennedy and Grace Ashcroft will join together with Claire Redfield and Chris Redfield. All four of them together will join forces to put an end to this craziness, right? But I have a feeling somebody from the Umbrella will probably get a hold of this mold again, and they will advance it even more. And I think that will leave the more openings for new chapters of Resident Evil 11 and 12. Because the writers have to think about, okay, we want to leave some doors open for chapter 11, chapter 12, so the story of Resident Evil can continue, which I'm sure they will. Maybe chapter 11 by 2032, chapter 12 by 2037. How long, this franchise has been around now, 30 years, man. It's a long franchise. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope that these videos kind of give you a better understanding of the Resident Evil story. And I like to explain video games. I don't want to just play video games. I also want to explain to you like a film director doing a Blu-ray, DVD, audio commentary. I want to explain to you X, Y, and Z. Because I think once you understand what stories of Resident Evil, I think you will appreciate this franchise even more. Once you understand it. If you don't understand this franchise, well then you're not really doing this game a justice. You're not doing the franchise a justice. You need to understand it, because once you understand it, then it becomes even more fascinating, to play this game. And I think that's why so many people are excited about Resident Evil. Every time they hear there's a new Resident Evil game, they get so excited because they understand the story. And I think it's good for you to play these Resident Evil games first before you jump into Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Listen, you can always play Requiem. It's not going to go anywhere, okay? Just stay away from spoilers, stay away from, YouTube videos and live streams. I would advise everyone to stay away from spoilers, because the whole idea is to find out on your own, oh, that's what's going on, Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. Now, the reason I'm spoiling 7 and 8, because 7 and 8 has been around for a long time. Okay, 7 came out in 2017, and 8 came out in, 2021, right? Yeah, it came out in 2021. Yeah, 2021, I think. Summer of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. So, both of these games have been around. And for those of you who have Nintendo Switch too, I can't wait for you guys to play 7 and 8. I would recommend play 7 and 8 and then jump into Requiem. This Friday, man, you guys will have a great, amazing day. Especially for those of you who have Nintendo Switch too, man. It's like Resident Evil holiday. You get 3 amazing games to play. Look, I'm sure Requiem will be great. Okay, I'm pretty sure because they put a lot of money into it. Even though it's directed by director who did Revelations, which I wasn't a big fan of Revelations, to be honest, but I'm sure he has done a great job here because this is a big budget. You know, Revelation wasn't a big budget. This is a big budget, huge, big budget game, and a lot of people worked on it. So we also have some good writers on there as well. So I'm pretty sure Requiem will be good. We'll find out why they're going to Raccoon City. I'm sure there's a reason why they're going back to Raccoon City. And it's maybe a good way to kind of put a closure to the Raccoon City so that way we're done. Like we're done with Raccoon City, okay? So we can go back there and we can focus on, you know, moving forward with Chris Redfield and Claire Redfield story, you know, with Rosemary Winters. And we'll see where the story will take us with Rosemary Winters. All right, so before I go, am I going to be playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem? Yes, of course. When am I going to be playing it? I don't know. Whenever I'm able to play it. Currently, I'm hurting for money. I can't buy the game unless somebody gifts me the game. But right now, I cannot buy it, and I will stay away from any kind of like spoilers. I will not watch any videos. I will not watch any live streams. I'm gonna filter myself from Resident Evil 9 Requiem. You know. Am I going to watch reviews? Only if there's no spoilers. Like I gotta make sure that the review has no spoilers. But I don't even know if I want to watch reviews, read reviews. I really want to go into Requiem fresh. I don't want to be spoiled by nothing. Like don't show me nothing. I just want to go in there fresh. When? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to play it Friday, unfortunately, guys, because I just don't have the money to buy it. When I'll be able to play it, I don't know, guys. Unless somebody gifts it to me, that's like the only way. I don't care where people gift me the game. PlayStation, PC, Nintendo Switch 2, doesn't matter. I will be grateful, you know. I'm not one of those picky guys. Oh, give it to me a Nintendo Switch 2 or a PlayStation or PC. Whatever you can gift me the game, I'll be more than grateful. But that's the only way I'll be able to play it, because right now I cannot buy it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this Resident Evil. Man, it's been a while. How many days I've been playing Resident Evil now? It's been a few days. It feels like 1 week. I've been playing 1 week. Just Well, actually, it wasn't 1 week. It was like a few days, because I did play High on Life 2 and all those other games. But it felt like more than 5 days. Like, yeah. Yeah, if it's, I don't know who's counting the days. I'm like, it was like a few days, or maybe more than few days, but you know, whatever. Few days, 5 days. I hope you guys enjoy this. You know, and like I said, we have 1 more day left, and we got Resident Evil. Resident Evil. We have Resident Evil 9 on Friday. So what am I going to play if I don't have a Resident Evil, if I can't buy a Resident Evil 9? I'll probably revisit Resident Evil 4 and try to finish Resident Evil 2. Like, I have Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4. I'll play those 2 games over the weekend, Resident Evil 2 and 4. You know, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of you. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope these videos help you understand the story of Resident Evil 7 and 8. And I hope that you have a better understanding of the Resident Evil story. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. And when I say Resident Evil story, what I mean by that, I mean 7 and 8. I'm not talking about a franchise. Franchise different with the Umbrella and Raccoon City. Connections with the Code Veronica and Revelations, of course. I'm talking about story of 7 and 8. That's what I'm talking about. And I hope you guys enjoy story of 7 and 8. And this is why I made these videos, so that way you can understand why I hold 7 and 8 in a high regard. 7 will always be my favorite because such a great story. And 8 is the best sequel. But to me, 7, it's way up there, man. You know. And 8 is the great sequel. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I think I said enough. It's 1 hour and 3 minutes. Okay, it's a long video, but it has to be long because there's so much I needed to say. And I hope that you guys appreciate this video. Like I said, if you like what I do, please subscribe, share, like, leave a comment. It really helps me out, bring you more content like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.